Okie dokie, we're doing another multiverse video, yay! I've been actually really excited to do this one because my friend Chortle, go check out their YouTube channel, it's really chill over there, decided to copy me and do it themselves, which is whatever, I understand. Copy me if you want, I'm not mad about it. But we're getting back into it, and last video I realized I didn't do a first sona, which is like another one of the basic ones you should be doing. So we're gonna get started on that one. So I have been trying to make myself a first sona for probably a year or two now, and I could not figure it out. I knew I wanted it to be a spider-fly hybrid thing because in every single video game I play, I always end up being bug themed. So I used to play Rayman Legends with my siblings when we were younger. By the way, 10 out of 10 game, would recommend. I love that game so much. And I somehow ended up being the fly queen because there's this one level where you have to make your way through the flies by collecting light and blah blah blah. It doesn't make any sense unless you play it. But I would always end up dying because I suck at video games. It's one of my many quirks. So when you die, you turn into like this bubble that just floats around as you wait for like your friends to revive you. So I would just fly around with them, and like we role played a lot when we played video games, so I'd be like commanding them to kill the intruders and stuff like that. So I was the fly queen on those levels. My favorite game in the whole wide world is Terraria, which I might make a Terraria sona, I don't know. You guys may have watched my little like very short Terraria story thing about the mushroom guy and the little looking spider lady, ant lady, I don't know what she was supposed to be, but she was cute. And that was very short-lived, but that's okay. I still like it. Now I'm lazy and I'm not very good at fighting, so I'd always get the minions, and then I would always get the spider armor in Terraria because it made you have a lot of minions, and I would have the spider minions and blah 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 blah. So I was spider themed literally every single time we played Terraria, and so I love spiders. I mean, don't put a spider near me. They're chill guys, but just don't come near me. I don't want to touch you. Unless it's a tarantula. I would love, love, love to hold a tarantula. It would make me so happy. So this is a supposed to be spider-fly hybrid, but I sort of forgot to incorporate the fly into it. So it's a fly in spirit, okay? But I chose to go with a peacock spider, which I just discovered, and I think they look pretty cool. I was looking up fluffy spider guys, because I didn't want to be a jumping spider, because I'm built different, and I didn't want to be like everyone else who has a spider sona and be a jumping spider. I didn't want to be a tarantula or a wolf spider, because wolf spiders are scary, apparently. I googled it. Don't like them. Back off. Way. And so I found this little colorful guy, and it gave me an excuse to make a colorful guy. So my favorite colors in the whole wide world are this hot pink and yellow. I love those colors. And so I made these designs before, and I was trying to go all complicated and cool with their colors and stuff, but it just wasn't clicking and all this stuff. So this time I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start with colors I like and then go from there. So I love gradients oh so much. Heaven's bells ring when I do gradients on designs. I don't know why, it just makes me so happy. And so I covered this thing in gradients because I love them. They're so beautiful. And I added like these black markings, like the little peacock spiders. They have markings, they're not black, but they're markings. And so I was like, I'll just go black because black is cool. And I wanted to make her look kind of cool, but like also kind of like nice and sweet looking, because I always went one way or the other when trying to design a sona. Like I even made this bat sona once, which like totally did not fit my vibe, but she's really cute. I went cutesy route with her, but you know, they just never clicked. And then this one, I went both directions. At least in my mind, it's both directions. And I'm so happy with how this turned out. I finally have a sona I actually like, and it makes me so happy. So I asked people what I should name her. I didn't ask very many. I didn't really like most of the names that I was given. And then I asked one person, and he said thorax as like a joke. But then it kind of got me thinking that Thora would be kind of cute. It's kind of also a little stupid, but it's stuck now. I give people temporary names and then it just sticks. So her name is Thora. She is a peacock spider with fly in her ancestry somewhere. But I think she looks so perfect. I love her so much. I finally have a first sona! Yay! I was gonna make a Sonic sona, but we're not gonna talk about how terribly that was turning out. It was gonna be like ferret and blah blah blah. But I struggled oh so bad with the art style, and I eventually just gave up and moved on. It made me so mad how it just wasn't working out. It was kind of sad, but you know, she would have been cool if I could just, you know, figure out how to draw, you know, just gain some drawing skills. That would have been nice. I don't know why I didn't do this last time either, but I made a Consequences of the Unlucky sona. And for anyone who doesn't know what that is my own original story. Episode 1 is up on my YouTube channel if you'd like to check it out. So, this is my own original story. It is about dragons. It was originally Wings of Fire story, but then I was like, I don't really want that connection and blah, So I decided to make my own species and stuff, and they are called species, they are not called tribes, and not all of the species have names. Now, I am probably going to butcher these names because I just found cool words online, or I asked the voice actor for Gannett, who is an amazing voice actor, by the way, for some cool words. Alright, and so the two tribes I chose my desert dragons. They are called, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I could say that. I'm just gonna put the word on the screen. That's up to my voice actors to figure out how to say, because I ain't got no clue. I think it's Eliokasai? Okaisi? I'll figure that out eventually. But one of those, they are the desert dragons. They love history and all that stuff, which is totally me. I love history so much. It was my favorite subject in school. And then I chose the you know what? I'm not gonna try that either. They are the feathered dragons. They're a lot like griffins. They are like birds of prey type of thing. And I didn't go that route at all with her. This is my little baby. I made her super fluffy and I gave her beautiful wings that I kind of really like how they turned out. It's kind of given like old 2014 Vivzy Pop design style with like the wings, but whatever. I can do whatever I want. It's just what it reminds me of. And I haven't really given her a backstory. I imagine she'd probably be like, have like a little trading post because the bird dragons are big into trading. And so they have a lot of the trade routes throughout the kingdom. And so, you know, she like has a little one set up and it's not very big. No, it doesn't have big business, but you know what? She's just chilling. Or she could be an all-powerful god that like created the universe, because you know, technically that's what I am, but whatever. And I think I'm gonna name her Ibis, because ibises are pink birds. Kind of sounds fancy. Yeah, she's just a sweet little girl, and I love her so much. Next, we have a Steven Universe Sona, and I got you back, Chortle. I copied you. How does it feel to be copied? So the gem I chose is called a rhodochrosite. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's this pretty pink gem that's like all layered and cool, and I'd like one of those rocks. I'm not a rock collector, but I'd like one of those rocks. And so that is who my little lady is. She is a pink diamond made gem, and I imagine that they are healers because I looked up like what's this gem used for, and it gave me spiritual stuff, and it's often used for like spiritual healing and mending relationships. So I imagine that rhodochrosites are like the healers and stuff. So like how pink diamond can like cry or like kiss things and then oh look, they're healing. They aren't as powerful as her, so they can't fix like major wounds, but like they're good at like returning energy and all that stuff, because like, you know, cut the illusion body that gems have, then they poof and turn into little rocks that have to heal and stuff, and they can like speed up that process pretty much. And so that's who mine is. She's a little gal and she loves her job. I haven't made up my mind if she was with Pink Diamond during her war. I imagine she's one of the ones that thought that she died and moved on and just continued to do her job, still mourning the loss of her diamonds, but she's still out healing. I sort of struggled with the art style with Steven Universe. I tried my best, and in the end I think it looks actually pretty good. I'd say I got it kind of spot on with the art style. I'm really proud of the way it looks. I originally wasn't really sure if I was happy with the way her head looked. I don't know, the image in my head, it was closer to what Sapphire looked like along with her dress. But where I ended up, she kind of just looks like a cute maid, and I kind of really like it. So that's rhodochrosite. I love her a lot. She's very cute. Yeah. And then the next one is Five Nights at Freddy's, specifically the Security Breach Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, I have drawn one single Five Nights at Freddy's thing before, and that was a character, and it was a red panda. It didn't turn out that bad, and so I tried to do it again. It turned out way, way worse. So I think what they're going for is like a sort of like 80s or 90s like rock style. Maybe it's 70s. Maybe 60s. Look, I don't know. I'm not really familiar with that era. To me, the 60s and the 90s was like the same thing to me, which I know I'm way wrong and I'm going to offend a lot of people who grew up in that time, but like it's all mixed in my head and I can't tell the difference. So what I was going for her was sort of like one of those like cheery, like I guess cheerleader girls during that time. I'm not sure why. I'm not a cheerleader and I'm not athletic, but that was just what's popping in my head. And I gave her like the sort of like I believe this is a 70s hairstyle. Don't quote me on that. And she's a red panda. I didn't want to go like throughout the whole thing doing the same type of animal, and I wanted to mix it up a bit. And you know, red pandas are cute and fuzzy. I did the pink and yellow because you know, that's my thing. I do pink and yellow and sometimes a little green. I kind of forgot about green throughout this whole part. Like last series was just yellow and green, and this is just yellow and pink, which is fine. I like it, but I imagine that she's more of like the lights person Like, I just imagine her like a DJ. Now, I'm not really a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, but from what I've seen about Security Breach is that each of them have like their own little, I guess, theme area. I think Roxy has like a racetrack sort of thing. And so I don't know if this is already taken. I didn't really do my research, but her thing would be like laser tag. I imagine that Roxy would hate her and she'd probably be like best friends with Chica, and like Freddy would be like an older brother to her. I don't know. I don't really know how the lore works. I just know it looks cool. I enjoyed watching a playthrough of it. Her name is Heather. Heather the Red Panda, because you know, why not? That was the first name I saw when I looked up 70s names. Alright, and then I am apologizing to everyone who enjoys Bluey, including myself. I did my best trying to replicate the Bluey-style. I think I missed completely. I shot for the moon, and I missed and hit Saturn somehow. I wanted to figure out what dog breed I was. I asked my mother what dog breed she think I would be, and she said a Basset Hound. And she was saying this as a way to poke fun at me because I am known for being slow. Fine, whatever. And I didn't like that answer, so I went to a test online to see what dog breed I was. It took me absolutely forever. I don't know why they needed 1,000 questions just to figure out what dog breed I was. But I did it, and you will not believe what answer I got. A Basset Hound. And so I was like, okay, you know what? The universe is just telling me I'm a Basset Hound, so I'm a Basset Hound, and I'm really mad about it, but there's nothing I can do about it. So this is Butter, the Basset Hound. I guess she's Australian because that's where Bluey takes place, so she's an Australian Basset Hound. And it looks okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of just like did it real quick, and this is what I ended up with, and it's okay. I sort of like it. I sort of don't, but that's fine. That's fine. Alright, and then the final one. I came up with a list after I finished drawing all of these things of like different fandoms I could put myself in the multiverse and stuff. But this was the last one I could come up with at the moment, and it was Among Us. I am sorry. I swear I'm not a cringy kid. I really, really liked Among Us when it first came out. And everyone swears it came out in 2020. No, it came out in 2019. I played it in 2019 and it was so much fun. Now if you play it, it just sucks. Everybody's mean to each other and all this stuff, and I just want a group of friends that I could play Among Us with like proximity chat, and that would be so cool, and I would be very happy. It's not a bad game, the community is bad, and it hurts my feelings. But anyway, my favorite color is yellow, so I always chose the yellow Among Us dude. I did try playing the newer version of Among Us, and so what my guy looks like is he's got like a little white suit on and like these green horns, and I have a little ham. He walks around, and he's got a pineapple on his head for some reason. This is Yellow, the crew member, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of brain dead, and so I imagine that Yellow is also brain dead. Yellow just wanders around trying to figure out what tasks are where, because even though I've played the game for a long time, I still can't remember where anything is. So yeah, this is brain dead Yellow. And then that would be the conclusion of our little adventure into this side of the multiverse. I am probably most likely going to do this again because I made a really long list of, fandoms I could actually do. Specifically Ruby. I'm so mad I didn't do it this time, but I'm gonna be honest, my brain thought juices weren't juicing, so I didn't want to take the time and mess up a Ruby Sona. Thank you for watching. If you want a commission from me, because I do that, check out the links in the description, or you can contact me through my Discord or my email, whatever you choose. And I also have a Discord server where you can chat with me or chat with other people or just show off your cool, mad vibes, okay? You know what? Yep, that's what it's for. Anyway, adios amigos. Bye!